Hello. This is a sample of a seated mind-body practice that can be utilized by any population, people in offices who can't get away for an exercise break, as well as older people, people who are preparing for surgery or rehabilitating from a surgical procedure. And the focus will be what we call the 4 baskets of practice: the movement practice, breath practice, mind focusing like meditation type practice, and some self-applied massage. I'm going to keep this to about 20 minutes. And the focus is to just reveal that this is, one version of a 20-minute practice, which could go in any direction because the tools, the mind-body practice tools, are manifold. So in other words, in the movement basket, there are many more movements than I'm going to be doing here. In the breath practice basket, same, many more breath practices that I'm going to be doing here, and so on. Many meditations and many versions of self-applied massage. So let's get started. First, we want to calm down and transition from what we were doing to what we're going to be doing for the next 15 to 20 minutes. And the easiest way to do that is to focus on what we call the 3 mindful or 3 intentful points of focus: posture, breath, and mind. So turn your attention to your posture and lengthen. By the way, any of these practices can be done standing. The intent for today is to demonstrate these practices sitting. So lengthen spine, head lift up, shoulders drop, fingers soft. Breath, deep and slow and relaxed the breath. Mind focus is on the present. One of the most powerful things about mind-body practice, these simple, accessible mind-body practices, is to do them, one must turn one's attention to doing them. So while we're doing these practices, typically we're not thinking about our regrets or other, even celebrations from the past, and we're not focusing on our anxieties and expectations about the future. We're just in the present. So let's begin. First, a movement that's very soothing. Turn palms up, breathe in, raise hands. Turn palms down, exhale. Hands come past one's knees. We would be sitting, I'm sitting on a stool. If there were arms on a chair, then the hands would be out wider. Turn palms forward. This could be a very large breath in. Turn palms down. Exhaling. The breath could go the other way. So in other words, instead of breathing in while I'm raising my hands, I could be breathing out while I'm raising my hands. Now, while this is happening, as I'm relaxing and going deeper and deeper into relaxation, and my breath is deep and slow and relaxed, and the movements are linked to the pace of the breath, So that's going to be slow movements. The intention for gestures like this is to calm down and maximize the functional capacity. Is when we harmonize or balance the autonomic nervous system and tone the vagal system, that turns on, this is widely known in research, that turns on a broad array of naturally occurring health maximizing processes within the body. Let's do one more breath. Bring hands down into the lap and rest there for a moment. Another deep breath. Exhale slowly. Now here's a classic Tai Chi movement. Goes like this. Raise hands, this time not palms up, but back of the hands on top, palms down. Breath in. One hand, either hand, comes down across the front. Now, the top hand comes down and the bottom hand goes up. Both hands are on one side. Now turn, both hands pass. Bottom hand up, top hand down. Both hands pass. This gesture is called hands like clouds. So this is a cloud passing. I'm kind of imagining being in I'm in the mountains, right? Because when you're in the mountains, the clouds can be in front of you, not above you. Notice that I'm turning my torso to follow the clouds. Now here comes the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Clouds passing, and get a feeling for being in an environment where there's no concerns or considerations. Our only goal is to relax and turn on internal healing mechanisms. Big breath. In. Big breath out. And imagine yourself in the mountains, watching clouds. In the mountains, we don't get a phone signal. We're just observing the incredible power of nature, observing and feeling. Now cross hands in front. We're going to do what's called gathering from the earth. And you imagine that you're gathering the energies of the earth and then gathering from the sky. The plants that create the food that we eat comes from the earth. The air that we breathe and when we reach towards the sky, we're not just reaching to the sky, we're reaching into the boundlessness of the heavenly domain. So, in other words, gathering resources that nourish the body, and then gathering from the mystery, we could say, from the mystery of, where do philosophies come from? So ideas and insights and wisdom, and then allow your hands to come to rest in your lap. Big breath in. Now for the breath practice, we're going to breathe in 2 times, a belly breath and a chest breath, and then we're going to exhale 1 time. It goes like this. Belly breath. Can you see that? So I breathe in. Now chest. Exhale slowly. Breathe in. Belly. Now chest. Exhale slowly. Now we're going to go faster here in just a moment. When we go slow, it's like calming down. When we go fast, it's like activating function, immune function, blood pumping, lymphatic discharge of lymphatic fluids, which are the foundation of the elimination system of the body. Now, one more time, slow. Belly breath, chest breath. Exhale slowly. Now we're going faster. Belly, chest. Even a little faster. Belly, chest. Five more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hands into the lap. Relax. We'll do a little bit of meditation right now. Slow breaths. As the meditation, let's just take a little vacation. We already went to the mountains and watched clouds. And where else would you like to be? Or where do you have a beautiful memory? Something soothing and calming. Something from your childhood, something from a camping trip, something from a vacation. Your breath is deep and slow and relaxed. And think to yourself, what did it feel like to be there? I'm going to say being by the ocean as a child when we went on a vacation. What it feels like is warm sun, waves, not very big waves, but definitely waves. And I feel myself getting warm enough that I want to get into the water, which is not cold. And I have a feeling of the presence of my family. And as a child on such a vacation, I would be in the ocean for hours. And the skin on my hands would like wither up, like I was like becoming a prune. And I can feel the temperature of the water. I can feel the temperature of the air. I'm intent in my meditation in feeling and visualizing and not drifting off into concerns and considerations about the difficulties or stresses in my life. I'm just taking a little vacation, a little mental vacation right now. I'm going to be quiet for 2 deep, slow, relaxed breaths. And I hope you've found your way to your own vacation from the complexity of life. Now, in yoga and Tai Chi and the Qigong, which is Chinese yoga, after doing a practice like that with movement, breath practice, and meditation, then we do the fourth portion, what we call the fourth basket of practice, which is self-applied massage. And self-applied massage, there are many, many different versions of self-applied massage. Just going to do one here, and that is giving myself a shoulder rub. So my right hand is going to my left shoulder, and I'm going to press and release, press and release, press and release. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to move my left hand. So the pressure of my right hand on my left shoulder is then, shall we say, increased in its efficiency when I put my hand up on my knee. And then when I move my hand around to the back, and then when I lift my hand and drop my hand, so it's hand goes forward, hand goes back, I'm pressing. As I'm moving my arm around, hand reaches out, hand reaches up. Then I allow my hand to come to rest in my lap, and now I'm going to move my head around. Anytime we're doing self-applied massage, it really helps to move the part of the body that you're massaging. And typically we would do this for a little longer. Now let's do the other side. Same. Hand forward, hand back. Notice I'm bending my spine, I'm moving my head around. And then conclude. Now, we could do another little brief meditation. We could conclude with a couple of deep breaths. There are just so many ways to approach all of this. So the basic idea is that there are 4 dimensions or 4 baskets of practice: movement basket, breath basket, meditation or mindfulness basket, and self-applied massage basket. What the breath and the movement do is that they mobilize inner resources. What the meditative present moment focus does is keeps us from worrying about the past or the future. And so we get greater benefit from the breath and the movement when the mind is in the present. And that's the magic of what sometimes called the 3 treasures: the body, the posture and movement practice, the breath practice, and the meditation practice, sometimes called the 3 treasures. Those are the big engines of mind-body practice to shift the inner function and maximize capacity and resiliency. Then the massage directs the healing resources. So we use movement, breath, and meditation to be able to turn on the inner healing resources. And then we use the massage as a method to direct the improved function, to the parts of the body that need it the most. So, wow, there we go. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join me.